I fell in love with this album because it's the album that didn't need to prove anything. It was an album that from start to finish was as hip hop as you can get in terms of one of the MCs is actually making the beat.
Mm-hmm.
One of these, Large Professor, if you listen to his style, Nas has a lot of characteristics that you could see to where he takes a lot of the greater parts of Large Professor's style and just runs with it.
Good morning, good noon, good evening, wherever time and place you listen to us from. Straight from the 909, it's Mark.
Hey, yo.
Ali.
What up?
Myself, Isaiah, and together,
That's hip hop.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really means a lot. Today, we're discussing a group that embodied the precision and innovation of early 90s East Coast hip hop, pairing cerebral, street-rooted lyricism with crisp, sample-driven production that felt ahead of its time. Guided by Large Professor's meticulous ear, their sound was clean yet gritty. Jazz loops, hard drums, and intricate rhyme patterns woven together with technical finesse. Though their run was brief, their 1991 debut, Breaking Atoms, became a cornerstone of the golden age, influencing a generation of producers and MCs and helping shape the blueprint for the modern boom bap. We're talking about that very debut album, Breaking Atoms, released July 23rd, 1991 through Wild Pitch Records. It was produced by the group, primarily by member Large Professor. The album peaked at number 40 on the U.S. top R&B hip-hop albums. Singles included Watch Roger Do This Thing, Looking at the Front Door, Just Hanging Out, and Peace Is Not a Word to Play. With Just Hanging Out peaking at number 11 on the Hot Rap singles, and Looking at the Front Door peaking at number 1. The length of this album was 46 minutes and 14 seconds. Mark, you chose this album today. What led you to choose Main Source Breaking Atoms for us to cover? Such a legendary album.
This album doesn't carry a lot of weight in some aspects, but that phrase itself has led to it's subject to opinions and the like. But I fell in love with this album because it's the album that didn't need to prove anything. It was an album that from start to finish was as hip hop as you can get in terms of one of the MCs is actually making the beat.
Mm-hmm.
One of these, Large Professor, if you listen to his style, Nas has a lot of characteristics that you could see to where he takes a lot of the greater parts of Large Professor's style and just runs with it and creates a stellar career. These are one of those albums that were like footnotes in hip hop history of where you were at retroactively, whether you were there present and even in the future, to where people know Live at the Barbecues where a lot of things started for a lot of people.
And that wasn't even a single, but yet it's revered.
It's their most talked about song.
Yeah, the Kickstarter a lot.
Per the Drink Champs interview with MC Search, apparently when MC Search hears Live at the Barbecue, he automatically knows that Nas was going to be one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to break down that verse and a lot of the verses that Large Professor is going to display on the songs that we pick, because again, we get to see a lot of essential hip hop within this album, Breaking Atoms. And this is the type of album that we need to dissect and break down, because we got to be a part of that footnote.
This is what we do. Yeah. What were your thoughts, Ali, coming into this album? What were you thinking?
My familiarity with Main Source, honestly, really just breaks down to Live at the Barbecue as the group. But Large Professor, Very familiar. He was one of the main important, producers on Illmatic. So he reunited with Nas too on what was it, Life is Good. He did a beat on that album as well. So, Large Professor is one of those guys that's just, to me, one of the true essences of hip hop. Mm-hmm. I actually watched the Drink Champs interview with Alchemist, and he said that they were at a Raekwon concert. It was Alchemist, Large Professor, and some other people. Raekwon gets on stage. It's kind of a funny story. He doesn't have a Cuban link on. Large Professor leaves. He just walks out.
What?
Ray does the show, kills it, everything. Alchemist is like, yeah, show's great. Ray does his thing, kills it like always. He said, I go outside. I'm like, yo, where'd you go? Why'd you leave? He's like, man, God, he didn't have a Cuban on though. Like I don't know, something just wasn't right about that. Like just the fact that Raekwon didn't have a Cuban link chain on after doing Only Built for Cuban Links, he couldn't even watch the show.
Couldn't even watch it.
You know what I mean? And like Nori was like, man, he's so hip hop. Like that's just so hip hop to do that.
Hip-hop
you know what I mean? Like he's like, I swear that's so hip hop. But I can believe that Large Pro really did that. You know what I mean? So
I mean, because he's kind of like the odd kind of guy too. I mean, professor, like it's in the name, like with the glasses.
Yeah, he's just a different type of dude. But the thing is, again, he's just one of those guys that's just you can't properly tell the story of hip hop without him. Yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah, and I think for a large part, like for the general audience or the general listener, they might not know Large Professor's name, but this guy is known kind of to be behind the scenes, being an architect.
He's there.
Is one of the best beat makers, like low key under the radar. One of the best beat makers under the radar. Large Professor is. And the dude, I mean, we see it in this album, the dude could rip.
Oh yeah, he could rap too. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's very interesting to see. Here's a guy that's very talented musically from the producing end. Yeah. Almost kind of more known for producing.
Made it look effortless. Made
Absolutely.
both the lyricism and the production seem effortless. That's the biggest quality that I get from this album, is that we get a very important hip hop album with it feeling with nothing to prove.
No, the very essence of early 90s golden age, like we've been talking about, because lately in this couple of string of episodes, we've been in this early 90s pocket. This is the essence, the epitome of like you said, nothing to prove, just good music. Like from the production, you hear it. All the details in the production, it sounds immaculate. It sounds clean, booming. It just sounds like he was cleaning up every little thing. And then artistically, as a spitter, the dude is spitting concepts. Yeah. He's spitting vibes. Like, even like he was doing kind of the West Coast sound, even before West Coast had the sound. Like, because he got a little bit from EPMD, I heard. That he was kind of around them and Cool G Rap and DJ Polo. Like he was in those circles building up his skill set. And the dude became legendary with having Nas on his project, with helping Nas form Illmatic, which is known to be one of the greatest albums of all time, and being a part of that all-star producers with the list of Premier, Pete Rock,
Q-Tip,
Large Professor, Q-Tip. Like, to be in that Mount Rushmore on Illmatic is legendary in itself.
Right.
And the guy continues, if you've seen, I forgot what they call it. There's a DJ, not a DJ, there's a producer kind of show where they go to pick a record. Like, as soon as they go crate digging, they have to instantly make a beat.
I think I forgot. Was it? I don't know if Complex did. I forget who did it, but
there's a show out there though.
It's a great show. Like literally, you have producers. They got to go to a record shop, just grab some type of vinyl, and then they got to go make a beat
on the spot.
They got on the spot make a beat.
And it's cool because you see all these different producer styles. I mean, they had all kinds of. They had Ayatollah on there. They had
Wonder.
Ninth Wonder. Yeah, Ninth Wonders was dope too. I don't know if they got Alchemist, but they had a lot of great producers.
Yep.
And you see Large Professor doing it so differently from everybody else. And you're like wondering, like, is this going to turn into a beat? Like, how is this going to work? And the dude comes out with some fire beats from some random pickings. And it's crazy to see how it works and comes together, and how he just seems, he's like almost kind of like this average dude, like even just hanging out, like he invites you in to just hang out with him and his homies. I mean, it's almost kind of like you're there with him and he's inviting you to go to the club after. Like, that's kind of like what I get from him, is like, he's kind of like this average dude, never commercially had this string of like hits or runs. So he's not really like big time known, but like we know him because we're into hip hop. But like, that to me is dope.
Yeah.
That you're an average dude, not trying to be all hard, but yet you come across like you got it on lock, like you know what you're doing, and that to me is cool. Like,
yeah, he's never given me the impression that he needed to go and keep trying to pursue ventures that he didn't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
And that shows you a lot of disciplines in many regards. For him not going into a lot of hip hop ventures, that tells you that maybe
like
he doesn't need it financially.
Like, he started on side quests pretty early. Like,
Yeah.
Because this is their only album project out of this group. And the two twins, it was like twin DJs, DJ Sir Scratch, I believe, and DJ K Cut. Check me if I'm wrong or right on that. But they have a falling out, and then they don't make another album, but Large Professor goes on to feature on Tribe Called Quest's album. And
keep it rolling.
And he even did a little jab at them. And it's like, yo, I'm rocking with these guys now. Like, look, because of your, stumblings, like I'm over here doing it. But yeah, to me, he's on side quests early. He's being a part of projects he wants to be on early.
Right.
Sorry to kind of throw the DJ thing at you.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Okay. You already find it, or are you still looking for it right now?
Yeah, I'm still looking for it.
Okay. So talking about Large Professor, do you guys feel like that he's more important as a producer or more important as an MC? What do you guys think?
Correct on it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Definitely as a producer. Very good MC.
But he's a dope MC.
Great MC. But I think his contributions as a producer outweigh him as an MC. I mean, if I have to pick one, I'm gonna say producer.
Yeah.
I mean,
a notable good quality. It's but the big prominent thing here is the production.
Yeah.
The production's always going to be.
Is that because of his catalog? Did he not have other albums? Do we know of this?
let me see here.
Because he leaves Main Source after this album.
He does have some solo joints.
Yeah, he did. I think I do remember those.
He does have some solo joints. Yeah, he has a few. Looks like 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4 solo albums.
But there's probably space or gaps between the albums.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he has one in like 96, 02, 08.
Because I was thinking of like Kanye West. Mm-hmm. Had he only did that first album, he still might have been looked at more as a producer
for sure
than a rapper.
Absolutely.
If he never came out with Late Registration, Graduation,
like, Dark Twisted Fantasy, all that.
He would have been known as
solely as a producer, most definitely.
So I think it's the case of the catalog, of the time, the space, the gaps, probably.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, what he's known for as far as producing. I mean, like you say, he produced on Midnight Marauders.
Yeah.
He's produced on Illmatic. He produced on Stillmatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's done legendary things production-wise. He's produced for Cannabis. Like, he's produced for so many, I'm just looking at the names right now. Cormega, the Beat Nuts.
These are hip hoppers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Real. Straight
like,
up.
This is just like Rod Digger. I'm just going through the names. Like, this dude got joints with spitters, like,
Hog.
you know what I mean? The boot camp click. I'm just Busta Rhymes. Like, he just, so, yeah, for me, his production catalog is why it outweighs his MC catalog. Not to say, again, very respected and very, you know, revered as an MC, but I feel
It's kind of like a Pete Rock, huh? Like Pete
Definitely.
Rock, yeah. We know he could.
we know he can
get on the
rhyme,
record.
he can spit, but when you think Pete Rock, you think beats.
Right,
You
right.
think production,
And that's what you're gonna think of Large Pro.
for sure.
But then when you're working with them, you might have a space for a feature. Hey, Large
Mm-hmm.
Pro, jump on this. You know he could do it.
Yeah,
Kind of like
exactly.
Madlib. Like Madlib
Yes.
could jump on a beat.
Yeah.
But you know him more for producing.
Correct.
You know?
Jay Dilla, same thing.
Jay Dilla too. Yeah.
Jay Dilla, you got him. If he made your beat,
Pharrell.
sure. Pharrell,
Yeah.
he could jump on there and spit a verse.
Yeah,
No
biggest
problem.
spitters. But Pharrell is still kind of known more for producing.
As producing,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
It's not a bad thing. It's just
No.
that's just where your strength lies.
No, I mean, shoot, Jermaine Dupri always says
Yeah.
he was like, I forgot. He said he saw something on TV, and he was just like, oh, you know, he saw, I forgot who it was he looked at, but some producer had a, you know, nice fancy car, some jewelry. He just looked at me and said, oh, the producer, that's the one with the money. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a producer. Like, so when he saw, I forget what he said he saw, but he was like, the producer, that's the one with the money. That's what
Look
I
at
want.
Dr. Dre.
Oh man.
Dr. Dre could jump on a
You know
record.
what I'm saying? Right. I mean, he can spit a verse for you needed to, but like again, he's a producer.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
Again,
known to be a producer.
and there's, like you said, when I say nothing wrong, yeah, most of them probably prefer it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Even Kanye is still kind of known for being more of a producer.
he's known as a
more-
producer, but he's probably the only one that
Actually gets more. What?
you know what I'm saying? He did not want to be that.
Yeah.
Like, he
didn't want to be that.
he made beats so he could have something to rap over.
Yeah.
Like that's the difference. You know what I mean? Like whereas you look at, like I said, like a Pete Rock. If you don't know him as an MC, he probably don't think two.
Right.
He probably don't give two thoughts about that.
Right.
You know, like if you know about his beats he's made, he's probably a lot more proud of his beats than his verses.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Large, big pun intended.
Yeah.
Large reputation, man, for just the production and being a mad scientist with it.
Legend.
Like Alchemist. Alchemist also is another one.
For sure. Yeah, Alchemist
Yeah.
can spit a verse.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a whole album with Hit Boy
Right.
where literally it's two producers that rap and they're rapping on each other's beats.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that soon
Yeah,
one day. We're gonna cover that album soon.
Well, do you think his influence outweighs his commercial success?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. But he has that type of it's the type of like influence that you want.
Yes.
Yeah, because he
You
has
know,
real
You
influence.
you can have mainstream influence for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
He has his influence within his genre that you actually want
For sure.
and to be recognized with, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Because he's the type that will get that call. You know, if someone's trying to produce or trying to create an album and they need that certain sound, you know who to call.
For sure.
Large Pro is one of those guys. Call Large Pro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you guys think about style? You know, listening to this album, what style are you guys getting when you listen to Large Pro? You know, get down on the mic.
We get the framework of what Nas would spit and refine and make his own, but you could see where he takes those characteristics and has the jetpack immediately placed on him.
Yeah.
You know, without Large Professor's, without Large Professor's, like, I would say the characteristics of his style, where it's almost boom bap personified. You don't get Nasir Jones doing his thing.
Right.
Yeah, because it's in that same vein there.
Yeah, but Nas takes it to another level, and
Right.
I hate mixing it up like that and making it seem like something else. But it's like it's that revered that I'm giving props up to that point. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's
Because Nas on Boom Bap is
Oh,
epitome. It's epitome, like hip hop, man. What do you think, Ali? Listening to Large Pro, what are you getting? When
Yeah,
you're
I think. I mean, and again, I don't mean this is no disrespect at all, but I look at it like it's like a kind of a toned down Rakim. You know what I mean? Like, and again, I mean that with the utmost respect.
Are you saying like it's
Sure.
kind of like laid back a little bit?
Yeah, like a laid back. I mean, Rakim was laid back, but I mean, like Rakim's style could be a lot more intricate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas Large Pros is a little more, I don't want to say safe, but like just trying to like it's, I don't want to say simple because it sounds like I'm dissing it, but like it's just to me it's rock. It's like a gateway to Rakim per se.
Okay, yeah.
Like let's say you want to turn somebody on to Rakim, but you don't want to go straight to Rakim. You go to Large Professor first.
See if they like that first.
Kind of ease into it. You know what I mean? That's how I would look at it.
Because the scale of a laid back style, you can always tone it down, like you mentioned. But when you tone it down, you get Guru.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But then you get Rakim on the upper,
Opposite.
like more enhanced version of that.
Yes.
Large Professor's right
the
there.
middle.
Kind of in the middle of
You know, because if you go completely laid back, we know that's Guru all day.
Right.
Rest in peace.
because Guru is like one of the ultimate laid back.
Bro,
Yes.
it is
Oh, he's-
like I've always said he's like he's just chilling on the couch and the mic's to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
But Rakim still, even though he's kind of like sounds like he's not like he's like
It's-
laid back, but it's just a natural tone to him
Exactly.
that also kind of deceives you a little bit.
It's always been the saxophone reference that you
Right.
get with Rakim. And the saxophone, as we all know, could still be a ferocious instrument.
Absolutely.
Correct.
But it's about how it's a combination of what the beat presents to Rakim and to how fast he wants to rap. Because when he goes and raps really fast, there's no laid back style at that point. You
Right.
know with velocity comes loss of control.
Yeah, because Rakim
know?
could also speed it up too as well. Like he has that.
Yeah, he can go
dynamic.
from Don't Sweat the Technique to the Punisher,
Right, right.
and then you could see the huge contrast.
Yeah, and the energy is like crazy different too. when he
Large
does that.
Professor can stay where he's at, and no one's gonna fault him because Guru gets that same benefit to him because they're still dope rappers.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
that's where the point. I would want to bring a lot more emphasis to that point. It's just you can stay in your pocket, but you also know you have to be a little consistent on the lyricism. Lyricism
Absolutely.
has to be out there. Guru gets that benefit. Rakim gets that benefit. Large Professor gets that benefit.
I like the, and this is kind of to you guys' point too. It's like a subtle confidence that you get from listening to him, and I like that. And it's like it's just an understated delivery, like the way he does
Yes.
it's great, but it's also like just subtly great. Like it's excellent, but it's not like all in your face bravado and like. Even though it sounds hard and tough, it doesn't sound like, yeah, I'm the best one. Like it doesn't sound like screaming
Yeah,
at you, but
yeah.
it sounds tough though.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like a subtle way, but it's
It's the Hall of Fame of those kind of rappers. We've mentioned Guru Rakim. Large Professor goes up there.
Right.
Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
they know what they're rapping about, but with the low, I would say less acceleration on your lyricism.
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to have two things. You have to have the confidence to spit it how you want to spit it, coupled with a great delivery. Too.
I would even say like early Snoop too
Yeah,
falls in that
yeah.
category. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
because he's kind of laid back, but then also too still gives you that toughness, but it's just a laid back toughness
Yes.
that he adds to it.
Yeah, because they can always go higher up. That's like that's the sneaky part about those kind of MCs is that they can always go up there, but they don't do it typically.
Right.
Yeah, correct. But also too, you have to couple all this what we're saying. The guy's making the beat that he's rapping on. Couple that.
That's a whole
With
different
that,
conversation.
Rakim wasn't making his own beats.
Right.
Guru wasn't making his own beats.
Right.
Large Pro is making his own
making
beats
the beats
and doing
and
that.
spitting.
So that's something to also take account for. But talking again on his producer end, why do you think he's not mentioned with like the likes of DJ Premier as often and like in the same breath?
I think two reasons. Volume. I just think Premier just has more out there. And not only just more volume of music, but like he has like full length, joints. You know what I mean? Like all the stuff with Gangstar. He has a full length album with Nas. He has, full length albums with, other MC. I can't think off the top of my head, but he has,
J-Rue the Damage.
J-Rue the Damage. You know what I'm saying? Like he has full length joint. And I think to be, a lot of those producers that are mentioned in those categories, a lot of them have like full length collabs
He's
with
done
MCs.
tracks with Biggie, DJ Premier.
Premier has joints with Biggie, you know what I mean? Like, whereas like Large Pro, yes, he has classic joints that he's produced, but like we don't have like a Busta Rhymes album fully produced by Large Pro, or like I'm just throwing that, like a Q-Tip album fully produced by Large Pro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas you look at like Alchemist has a ton of those. I mean,
fully produced.
The Most Def one's coming up in a few, soon.
Anywhere from, Alchemist got anywhere from Freddie Gibbs to Currency to, Styles P, whoever else. Like, Alchemist has full-length projects.
Yeah.
Pete Rock, same thing. Like, he has full-length joints with
true,
Common
too.
and Sky
CL
Zoo.
Smooth,
He has his own, him and CL Smooth. So it's just a different, the volume of those producers is just higher.
Yeah.
It's not that it's necessarily better, it's just higher. So, like, Large Pro has, I'm just throwing numbers, but like, let's say Large Pro has 30 classic songs he's produced, but Premier has like 300. You know what I mean? It's just a difference
in volume.
You know what I mean? Whereas
and in a boxing fight, that matters.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the level is the same. You know what I mean? Like you look at Floyd Mayweather, he's 50-0.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like Sugar Ray Robinson has 130 knockouts.
Right.
Like,
it's a different
you know
level.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's just knockouts. I ain't even say how many fights he won. Like
Right.
that's just how many knockouts he has.
Right.
So it's just the volume is different. Not necessarily say that doesn't necessarily mean he's a better boxer, but that volume is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you look at, like I said, Premier, Alchemist, even Dr. Dre. Like, and Dr. Dre don't even put out a lot of stuff.
Right.
But production wise, Dr. Dre has a pretty,
produced all of Snoop, Eminem,
full,
almost
a lot of Eminem joints,
half of
full
50s,
Snoop, a lot of 50 joints. So like, Game album, his first one, like, so Dre's volume of greatness is higher.
And those
than
were
Large
big
Pro.
charting ones.
Exactly. So like Large Pro has the quality. It's just the other ones got quality and quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that quality is acknowledged by his peers
Most
of
definitely.
that ilk.
Yes.
It reminds me sort of.
That's the added factor to all this
It
too.
reminds me of like a DJ Quick, known for his production. He has hits. He's known.
Yes.
But he might not be mentioned in the same breath as a DJ Premier or something like that. But he's definitely known.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely
And those that know,
respected.
know.
Yeah. And he could also rap too.
Yes.
There's another
Exactly.
one.
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's also right. So going on to the album cover, we're looking at a very dope album cover. I like the colorway. But at the very top, you have Main Source, the group's name in purple bold letters, and then you have the 3 in the group. Large Pro on the side with like kind of like an orange shirt with glasses, and then the 2 DJ counterparts. They're all looking in the center, and there's like the spinning. I don't know if it's a globe or a record.
Yeah.
It could be either or.
Yeah.
And
Could
it
looks
breaking
like
down atoms.
Could like a turntable.
Yeah.
And you can take the literal interpretation of Main Source to where the main source of their energy is located on the turntable.
Right.
And at Breaking Atoms, this is me just being a general fan of physics and all that. Breaking atoms, when you actually split an atom, you actually get energy emitted. So if these gentlemen are doing what they say on the title album, Breaking Atoms, doing it how they do on the turntable, their energy is distributed through that.
Very scientific.
Yeah.
Very scientific.
So then
but it makes sense
Yeah.
musically.
So by the name, it still goes with the name, because if they are the main source of that output,
Right.
they are the DJ, the producer, the MC.
Yeah, they're doing all of it.
And with what you get with this, this super colorful album, you get them literally breaking atoms, creating energy.
I like the colorway. It's a very smooth, soft colorway, like the purple with the baby blue and dark blue, and like the darker
Whole
like,
spectrum on display
peach
here, baby.
orange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like the colorway. It's a very dope colorway that they chose to go with.
Super creative album cover. Doesn't get a lot of recognition for that, but the name Main Source is dope because main source can be applied to what is the main source of this album,
Right.
the main source of them energy breaking albums. I already explained that, but it's like the main source of what? Can they possibly be the main source of hip hop? You can always get that spun across. Yeah, of course. And the album title, Breaking Atoms. To those that know, and they obviously were well versed.
Yeah.
Given the title of that,
The title's kind of hidden. Man. It's a hidden meaning.
Yeah.
You really think about it.
Yeah.
What you thinking, Ali?
I mean, again, the color it screams early '90s. I mean,
Yep, that's true.
Just that was a very colorful
The
time.
Hornets jacket is a very iconic
You know what I
90s
mean?
jacket.
That late '80s, that I would just say from like let's say '87 to like '93 was a very colorful time.
Yep.
In the culture. So this fits right with it. I like even like I was kind of just right now just kind of Googling it. I was trying to compare because when I saw the word source, it almost looked like it was stylized like the magazine.
Oh yeah.
But it's a little different. So I thought it was the same, but it's not. But I just thought it might be because I was like, it kind of looks like it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like I said, the color, that's what stands out most. Again, breaking, literally like you're breaking an atom in part and you just see, energy, flowing
off of the record
right.
almost. Like
So to me, that's just a great, kind of double meaning for what they're doing with the record.
And it kind of looks like they're this trinome like trinity, like around the globe almost. Like this is kind of like the feeling I get. Like the record is spinning, but it's like a bluish, like, and there's some green in the center. So it almost looks like a globe that they're looking at, but it's very ominous. Like the way they're positioned in the kind of like this dark, spacey realm, all going to the science theme too. Yeah, very scientific, Large Pro. He's a mad scientist with it. So it's like it trickles down all the way to the album cover, to the name, to like the lyrics and the content, to like the production. So yeah, dope album cover. So this is the point where we transition. We go into 3 tracks of the album. And, this is usually kind of hard to do because there's only 3 that we can choose. And there's a lot of good tracks on this. Yeah. But the 3 that we ended up going and narrowing it down to is Just Hanging Out, Large Professor, and Live at the Barbecue. Honorable mention to the #1 single, Looking at the Front Door. Honorable mention to that one. And I thought that was a dope play because talking about this like kind of gray area in a relationship, kind of being like in this limbo, that was different to me. Like the way he's talking about like, oh, she thinks it's all fine, but it's kind of like really not. And he's kind of playing this like gray area, like, oh, I'm looking at the front door. I'm looking to like, I'm going to leave soon. Like, but she doesn't know it yet. Almost like that, like, the way, like nobody's talking like that on record, on wax. Like no one's spitting it like that, talking about these limbo gray areas of relationships, the nuances of that.
Yes.
And he is great at these nuances of life. The Large Pro is great at that.
No one's really talking about those type of ideas in song because for you to execute a song, a lot of people are under the impression you either have to present it like this or like that. Mm-hmm. Whereas you have a situation here where it's like, well, we can present the gray between the black and the white and still come out with a fantastic record.
And it went #1, and the music video to that was also like very colorful, fun, upbeat, but like, again, talking about, using the front door as kind of like this focal point of I'm going to leave soon, but you don't understand like the man I am, like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like new frontier of sorts when you approach a song like that.
Yeah, so honorable mention to that one. But we are going to be leaving that one out today. We got a different little list here because we're not going to choose all singles either. We got to really go in depth into why we're choosing this. And yeah, we actually pick these tracks out. So Just Hanging Out being the first track on this one. Honorable mention also Snake Eyes, which was a great way to start off the track as well. Dope analogy as well.
Yeah.
But Just Hanging Out. It's funny because when I heard this beat, I know I heard it somewhere. I don't know where, but those trumpets right away, and that bass line, it's like a very groovy bass line. Like I know I heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
So it just shows you like sometimes you don't know who you're listening to, but it like seeps through. And then the bum, 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 be-dum, bum. I was like, oh yeah, I heard this. Where have I heard this from?
Oh yeah.
So it's one of those. Verse 1.
I'm mainly known for the rough raps, but kids steal my lyrics like hubcaps and eat them like stacks of flapjacks like Rugrats. Hey, and I get busy over unknown tracks. While the next man, it's always next man, while the next man flips his lid like parquet. I'm skilled in the field, so slide to the side. I'll make a rapper cry because I can get some shut eye while he's having hard times writing rhymes. So he gnaws on my metaphors and dines on my lines, which is the reason why I like to hang out and hustle with my friends to get away from pens and copiers. So I'm Corona bound, Corona Queens. So check Drew, a.k.a. Dr. Butcher, and what's going down. And Joe with the Jetta enables us to get around town. He's a clown. Other than that, I'm with Joe Burgos, watching old Black Caesar flick for kicks. Black Caesar. Black
Exploitation classic.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. That's
Jump in the wagon and we're out of here without an idea of where.
yeah, the way you pin that, beautifully well said.
One bar to describe what 2 bars could have done.
Right.
Jump in the wagon, we're out of here without an idea of where. But usually we wind up there. I go over K-Cut's block because Rock Cuts is what he blends. Check it. I like to hang out and hustle with my friends.
Dope.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Bum, 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 bum. I love that. Verse 2. And I be up in Mount Vernon piecing with CL Smooth and Pete Rock, making beats that are sharper than cleats. And yeah, Pete Rock also helped on some of this production as well. So I wanted to mention that. With my man Grippy Grip from the Cafe Black Rose, checking out videos. And I speak with my man Relic on the problems of the weak, dumb and meek. My man's deep. I just love the way he phrases these bars. Like the kid from the bridge named the rapper Nas. Me and G collect money in bars. And I run through, how you pronounce
Discotheques.
this? Discotheques. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like sound, Royal Rich is profound. Yelling, Free James Brown. We rustle up to the discotheque and hustle up a storm in a swarm like we're going to form. Nobody can get with the whereabouts because we're out. Shuffling feet without a shadow of a doubt. From Flushing to the streets of New York and back. Freshly dipped off the rack, but not the Van Grack.
Yeah.
In the park making plans for the night. Everything's right. Talking it light. Preparing for the festivities to begin. And every day seems like a day from the weekend. The cooling never ends, and I like to hang out and hustle with my friends.
What a way to end that verse.
I'm just
Preparing for
hanging
the
out.
festivities to begin. Day from the weekend, the cooling never ends.
Yeah.
And I like to hang out and hustle with my friends.
Bum, 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 bum. Like the sampling is also just incredible. I don't know what sample that's from, but
Yeah, that's
That
like an old reggae song.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard
Sister
other people
Nancy.
sample that.
Bum bum be dum
Yeah.
bum bum. Ba-dum, bum bum bum.
It works perfectly to the tempo of this beat and everything that flows. So we move on to the next track, which is going to be Large Professor.
Oh, Sister Nancy, it's Bomb Bomb by Sister Nancy. Sister Nancy, yeah, sorry. I just
Yes.
was like, wait, what was it? And then it's literally in the chorus. Bomb Bomb.
I'll go verse 1.
Right.
I'll advance to your backside, foot foot and put, 9 prints and diss in mean times where the sun don't shine. So get a flash of the spotlight fast. You got kicked in the ass by the man with the eyes of glass. Slide from me, money kicking the door crack. I make your skull snap, seeing me all that. In this here field, my foot equals yield. Your breaks are simple and revealed, while mine's are sealed. Coming up with the archaeological finds. Funk drums allow me to spark you with rhymes. The mic's my instrument. My skills are infinite. Catch a hint from it, cause it's the large professor. That was hard. See, that's that Rakim influence right there.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? Mike's an instrument. My scales are infinite. Catch a hint from it. Like that, I could hear Rakim rapping just like that.
Yeah, I see it.
While you was doing the butt, I was putting game down. You frowned before, now you wear the same frown. Just as long as the buck, I sit where I think. I couldn't care less who's gelling, the professor or Sir Scratch a K Cut, the main source. Back to break more atoms. Of course.
I don't know which ones. Oh, you're talking about the album cover?
Yeah. With the beat no more melodious votes, I surprise folks. I'm as sharp as a toothpick. Come and watch the youth kick. The game shows stuff because the shine I'll scuff. Busting the fluff because I'm just that tough. My mic's my instrument. My skills are infinite. Catch a hint from it because it's a large professor. Those kind of bars just can almost count as a chorus. And it's just you repetitive, sure, but prominent first, and just like
for sure you can use that as a hook.
You just like you get that last part and you're like, damn.
I stomp supposed comp like a posse. Brothers try to squash me, so I speak harshly. On the constant truth of the main source crew, I pursue the place just to see what I can do.
Peruse.
Oh, peruse. I'm sorry.
Peruse.
The place just to see. And that you just elevated the word.
Yeah.
I peruse the place just to see what I can do.
Yeah.
Two stupid MCs whose rhymes sound fabricated. Heads get deflated when the professor's untranslated. Style gets everyday play. Brothers on the butters can flip the parquet. Their mouths are sealed like Ziploc bags. Fake like wrestling and small like frags. The mic's my instrument. My skills are infinite. Catch a hint from it because it's large.
Professor.
It's a large professor.
And then you got the fourth verse, a rare fourth verse.
Yeah, it's true.
Finessing the songs like this, babblers get bust with the quickness. Baby hit or miss. You want to feel hard times? Then friends say your rhymes. The results will be about 10 volts in your mind. I'll electrify. Your brain is hollow like a tunnel. I squeeze out doubt like a funnel. I'm the MS rep on the microphone. If I say what you don't like, go home. That's why the places I play stay packed. You like what I say and you always come back. The mic's my instrument. My skills are infinite. Catch a hint from it because it's the large professor. Dope.
Yeah, rare verse 4. That's a rare sighting. We hardly get 4 verses.
4 verses from one MC. You know what I mean? Usually if you got 4 verses, it's somebody else rapping.
Somebody else on that.
The honorable mention to Vamos a Rapear, which is let's rap. Let's all rap.
I like that.
Yeah, it's but this is in Vamos a Rapear. They have a Spanish interview sample when they actually present. Actually, in Spanish, I was listening to it. I was like, oh, damn. So they put, real quick, they did, sí, aquí estamos con el main source, con el profesor grande, large professor, y Sir Scratchy K Cut. Y vamos a hablar de los rappers que se no puede cantar. We're going to go rap.
Look at Mark showing off his Spanish skills here.
We're going to go
That's
rap.
hip-hop.
We're going to go talk to these rappers who can't, we're going to talk about these rappers who can't rap or can't sing. Yeah, which is.
So all those who thought Mark was white.
I know, yeah. We're only in black and white for a little bit.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah.
And also just a friendly game of baseball. That crazy metaphor. We can't not mention that.
To bat.
Yeah, and then to reference police brutality in like home run staple references like home run and grand slam. That's different. That's different. That to me stands out of this
Creativity.
Whole yeah, the creativity to really metaphor that to me really stood out. Yeah, great album though. All the tracks on this, you can listen to all of them, and they're all bang. So yeah, give this one a listen. We go on to the third and final track of our choice here, and it's going to be a big, heavy. And funny enough, this wasn't a single. But this one's one that all hip hop heads.
I mean, if you a hip hop
head,
go
back to reference to. It might be what this album's known for.
It's literally for one verse, one verse in particular. I mean,
because it's the beginnings, and this is when we're all introduced.
This is the introduction of
Nasty Nas.
Nasty Nas.
Yeah.
This is Nasty Nas.
The Rebel to America.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, y'all. Like that. That, y'all. Who wants to have the pleasure of doing Nas's?
I'll tackle it.
Ali?
I'll tackle it.
All right.
Streets disciple, my raps a trifle. I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle. Stampede the stage, I leave the microphone split. Play Mr. Tuffy while I'm on some pretty tone shit. Verbal assassin, my architect pleases. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus.
That's the big line.
That line was just
that was the one that really stopped everybody. Like,
insane. What are we doing here? Yeah. What is this?
And Nas went on to say like that was really just his way to kind of make a staple.
Yeah, it was like shock value.
Yeah,
he was trying.
He doesn't really feel that.
He was
way
trying to get
God.
you. He was trying to get you like what?
Yeah,
like,
he pushed the bar with that bar.
Yes.
Literally, forgive the pun on that, but
he was only 17.
Yeah.
He's 17 here.
Right.
Like we got to also remember that.
Yeah,
this is a 17-year-old going insane. Nasty Nas is a rebel to America, police murderer. I'm causing hysteria. My troops roll up with a strange force. I was trapped in the cage, let out by the main source. Swimming in women, life like a lifeguard. Put a bulletproof. I strike hard. Kidnap the president's wife without a plan and hang it. It's like the Ku Klux Klan. Like what?
Yeah. Once he started going into these bars,
a little just desserts for them.
He's going
Who
crazy.
Is this kid?
I melt mics till the sound waves over. Before stepping to me, you rather step to Jehovah. Slamming MCs and cement. Cause verbally I'm iller than the AIDS patient. Damn. I move swift and uplift your mind. Shoot the gift when I riff and rhyme. Rapping sniper, speaking real words. My thoughts react like Steven Spielberg's. Poetry attacks, paragraphs punch hard. My brain is insane, I'm out to lunch, God. Science is dropped, my rhymes are toxic. My voice box locks and excels like a rocket. Damn.
Even with the first like 4 bars, you realize, oh wait, he's still got some more.
He's still going.
Verse.
Yeah.
And imagine trying to follow up on that.
I mean,
being Joe Fatal trying to follow up.
3 people had to rap after this.
And the thing is, they all did phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
It's just Nas's.
He went somewhere else.
He was gone.
He went somewhere else.
Even with this revisionist history that some people like to claim that we're like trying to display on some instances. This is no further from the truth of like, no, this was an ill verse then, now, forever.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just a matter of one of the greatest MCs that ever came out of the woodwork ended up being this one on this particular track.
As they say, he left Earth, as they say. He left Earth on this one.
So, but a verse like that, coming back to this song at this moment of time, a verse like this only promotes real good verses further. Whoever does verse 2, verse 3.
Right, because you got to follow this up. Now that you made your statement,
yeah,
what projects or albums are you going to drop? Because he was, he's on the clock.
Yeah, exactly. And then even in the macro, agreed. Yeah, on the macro level for sure. But then we go to the micro level of just this song. It's like, dude, who got the next verse?
Right.
Joe Fatal with the opportunity of a lifetime here to try to follow up that.
And he actually shows up with the fatal is merciful and they curse me. When I grip the mic, I show no mercy. I got heart. It ripped the party apart from the seams. Very good description there. And hem them up like bell-bottom jeans. So he's getting from the seams and then hemming it up.
Jeans, he still played off the same thing.
And then still with the jeans, but you'll get done. You'll get blues like 501 Levi's. Brothers are live, but I bet you I'm liver, son. So even playing on the Levi's wordplay, but bet you I'm liver, son. So let me get up on the scene and redeem the dream of a team and knock him out like Mitch Green.
As they say, he was a boxer who won most of his fights, but as they said on Genius, they say he's more famous for breaking Mike Tyson's hand with his nose.
Wow.
In a fight, they had a fight in Harlem outside of Dapper Dan's.
Yeah. That's funny.
Smoke some Thai weed. I flow at high speed. Rap on off breaks, stomping like North Face. Because I'm living larger than the founders of Fendi. Damn. The Asiatic brothers that many rappers envy. So round up your crew and entourage and let the God merciful just take charge.
Yeah, followed up with a great, display here, but yeah,
Great
still,
verse.
yeah, great verse. There's nothing to take away from that.
Who has a Kenyale?
Akinelli.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with this one. Some of them said what? That act should quit, but I don't sweat it because I'm too big for that small shit. Like pigs, when it comes to a showdown, huff and puff, but the act won't get blown down because I come strong. Rather not come at all than not be ready. That's what separates me from the petty. MCs gas themselves by drinking too much Getty and get torn the fuck up like confetti. I'm rich and thick in lyrics like Aunt Jemima. It doesn't take Keenan Ivory Wayans to know that I'ma get you, sucker. And if you bite like piranha.
Yeah.
So save them preschool rhymes for the kids on Wonderama. Point blank, period, with no comma. Rhyme so dangerous, call for the homicide. Because I knock them dead when even I'm at my worst.
Real quick, I wanted to... for Keenan Ivory Wayans' I'm gonna get you, sucker. One of his films was
I'm gonna get you, sucker. I like how you pause.
I wanted to make sure that we put that because that'd be the point where like you missed that.
Right.
We're not. You guys are supposed to be perfect in
Yeah,
hip
the
hop.
Wayans, man. The Wayans brothers, man. What a
a
run. We should just do an episode just on the Wayans brothers.
Seriously, we could do a Wayans impact on hip hop.
Crossover or something. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure to bring that to you, but you're on The Only Future That Lies.
The only future that lies ahead of them is the lights from the hearse. Got game like crackhead. Got game like a crackhead, but don't be misled. I keep rappers on lock like a dread. Knots in the head from the words that I said. So get a shovel and dig your grave, cause the shit you talk is dead.
Damn.
Love that.
Got game like a
Double
crackhead.
meanings.
Everybody's coming, and now you got Large Professor going to have to
He
deliver.
gotta take them home.
Yeah, I got to take everybody home.
I grab up girls like Jax, add them on like tax.
That's a
and I'm
dope punchline right there.
I grab up girls like Jax.
It's
Yeah.
two ways because you can actually do the auto jack too. Yep.
Okay. I grab up girls like Jax, add them on like tax, and I'm over like hot tracks. As far as brothers are concerned, I pressure cook them from the start. To finish, I diminish like cuisine art. Secondly, I'm sick of critics who's necking me. I got the dough. Why is my name the Large Professor? Because I milked your cow. In other words, I hit your heifer. Oh,
Yeah. And then
flip.
I diminish like a Cuisinart is the it's a food processor.
Oh, okay.
So it'll process the food, so it diminishes you.
Got it.
It'll put
So
you in a food processor.
He's even on the mad scientist with the food.
The Large Professor's gonna put you in a food processor.
Damn. Don't talk about how you could break Rambo. It's just a bunch of mambo jumbo propaganda. Save it for Savannah, Joe and Amanda, Zach and Alexandra. Don't let folks around you puff your head. Don't let the folks around your way puff your head, because you'll be the owner of a hospital bed. I kick fire out your ass so fat you'll be as crispy as my man Bill Blast.
That's one of those bars where it's like you got to know Bill Blast, and it's like
the history of it.
he knows I'm gonna say this little bar about him. It's all like now you got to know who Bill
You gotta go
Blast
dig
is,
and find out.
Gotta do some homework.
and then find out he's burnt too.
And this is
He's
pre-Google,
like, man,
so
he does look crispy. Matter of fact.
this is pre-Google, so like
So you
good
really
luck.
gotta find
you
that
gotta
in
really
an encyclopedia.
Yeah, you gotta
Some guy, you're
some
the
homework.
Bill Blast. Oh man, you are crispy.
damn.
Yeah, you gotta.
You
I don't
are
know,
Bill
You
Blast.
gotta find it in a magazine or something. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way you're gonna find out who that is.
Like, all in school. Blast, Bill.
Yeah.
That Bill Blast.
You gotta hear it from some urban legend.
Bill Blast. You're the Bill Blast from that main source track.
Oh man. So takeaways from main sources breaking atoms here. What's our takeaways from this?
I want to say this because in closing, since we're able to get this album covered, the possibilities at this point were endless.
Yeah.
For these guys.
Yes.
I mean, you have it's hard to find a good producer, and it's hard to find a good DJ. But now we have DJs plural, a great producer in hand, and a great MC. This could have been the start of something like very.
I was going to ask you that. Is this a what if situation?
Oh, for sure.
What if they stay together?
Absolutely.
Would they had
Yeah.
continued to make more projects? Or
This could have been something beyond epic. I mean, because you even look at like you said, you got an MC, you got 2 DJs. You look at you look at Tribe, where you got you know
Jerobi,
2 MC, you got Jerobi,
Alicia
but you got two MCs and Q-Tip and Fife. You got a producer in Ali Shaheed Muhammad, but you also had a producer in Q-Tip.
Right.
So you basically had 2
Double
producers. You know what I mean?
producers.
Yeah.
So you got 2 producers in that group. So that's a whole different dynamic. Like most groups have like one guy that makes the beats or something like that, but to have 2 producers and really 3 producers, because Large Pro is a producer.
Right. Yeah.
So you got basically 3 producers and an MC. It's just a whole different way you could. I mean, this could have been groundbreaking beyond just this one album, and it is a what if.
And it always and this type of album makes you think about just the MC who just raps.
Right. He doesn't
And
have to
you're-
worry about the production
and-
as much.
Yeah, outsourcing all the production, but it brings a lot more confidence in the fact of like, hey, this track, like this is my song.
Right.
Like you're talking all hands
From
on this
scratch
song.
to
Yes.
final cut.
Yeah, fresh out the oven. Sometimes rappers just take the beat fresh out the oven.
Right.
But some MCs like Large Professor put the flour down, get the ingredients, get all that, put it in the oven about
scratch.
450 for about
they get
30 minutes.
they get the ingredients
And
and they cook the
It
meal.
just tastes a little sweeter. you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. So when I picked this album, I wanted to make sure we got that point across of like, hey, look, the possibilities for Main Source at this point, limitless.
Yeah, they could have been like an umbrella, like EPMD. They could have been.
man.
They could have like been the guys that help because they're 3 producers. They could have helped produce for other
MCs.
guys under their umbrella. Like this is the main source.
I mean,
So
you brought up EPMD from Eric and Parrish.
Yeah.
You get 2 other crews. You get the hit
Effects.
you get the Hit Squad and the Def Squad.
Right, that's
So
true.
From
From
PMD,
them
so
split,
from
that tree.
you get like K Solo, DOS Effects in them, and then from Eric you get Keith Murray and Redman.
Yeah.
So you get all these other things based off of that conglomerate of that group. You could have had something
and Large
similar.
Professor was under their circle, so he was probably taking down what the formula that these guys are doing. It could have easily translated. I mean, Breaking
100%.
Atoms could have been more artists coming out of their umbrella, maybe.
100%.
Like it could have really turned into something.
Yep.
But it's still something nonetheless, because when you come back to look at this is a relic in time. This
That
is
needs to be
time
celebrated.
capsule. Yeah. As a kind of like a snapshot of like, this is early Nas we're talking about. Large Pro doing his thing. Production is immaculate. All,
verses are infinite.
right. Verses are infinite.
Yes.
So to me, it's like, it's cool. This is like the epitome, like I said, of like the early 90s golden age.
Yeah.
It has that feeling of like laid back, like it's all good. We're just going to make music, rap about hanging out, and like, it's going to feel good.
Yeah.
And it works. Like,
And at the end of all this, it was just, this album seems effortless.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the best beauty about this, is that imagine when they really dial it in and like, they actually like make, Main Source, the atom bomb,
Right. Yeah.
just make that.
Like a constant like theme or whatever. Like,
And that right there, we're just at the what if.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dope album. This is still historic, and this is something in hip hop. This is a moment, where we get to see early Nas. We get to see Large Pro, who is really like this behind the scenes architect to a lot of things, and we got to see kind of where the start of his journey. And ultimately, because of the falling out of this, he takes side quests and still becomes an integral part of hip hop.
Yeah.
Being kind of like this, the background, behind the scenes structure of like different artists that we love and enjoy. We don't know that the name behind the scenes is Large Pro, you know, holding it down. So yeah, tip of the hat to this group, to the DJs, Sir Scratch, DJ K Cut.
Yeah.
So peace to them as well. Large Pro, peace to Large Pro.
Yeah.
Dope album.
We actually have two in memory of Power from the Wu-Tang Clan. One of the forefathers of the Wu-Tang Clan passed away recently, and as of tonight, March 2nd, Bob Power, one of the executive producers to Tropical Quest, Low End Theory, and a few other hip hop albums. Bob Power.
Yep, they shouted him out.
Rest in peace as well. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. I didn't do that on the last episode.
Okay,
I want to make sure to do that
RIP.
for that. Yeah.
Didn't know that. Man, yeah, that's pretty important names there in hip hop. So
Absolutely.
behind the scenes guys, man. All right, so you guys already know, you know, we're striving for that sub, that share, that like. If you've come this far in the point where you're hearing us actually come to the point where we're now asking for the sub,
Or even a like.
and you're not subbed, you haven't liked, you haven't commented, but you made it this far,
yeah.
and we're asking just for a little sub, a little button push, or a comment of just your experience on this album,
Yeah.
because the conversation does continue after this about this album and your thoughts, and what was some of the tracks that made it special to you. What was your experience with Large Pro? Like, when was the first time you heard him? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know, you know, what you thought about the episode. And
6K
it's open.
subscribers and single digit likes that's topsy turvy. It's bizarre world, and I can't.
Bizarre World's good.
It's just it's insane. I don't know. But anyway, we want to let you guys know. Just like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think about Main Source or any of the other 100 or so hip hop albums that we've reviewed. 3 years deep, and we've done a lot.
Yeah.
We've done a lot for the community of
We're
hip
putting that
hop.
work, man.
We freestyle off the top. I mean, do you want me to go to your house and make you popcorn? How much? What else do you want? How do you like your eggs in the morning? How about that?
I can picture you there doing that.
Watch us for breakfast, man.
Hey, yo, I come from the top. How do you want your eggs, scrambled or not? Like, what is this? Like, I gotta make you breakfast. Yeah. Let's close this out. You wait, that's back to me.
Girl, you went on a rant.
Sorry. To the MCs, if you drop a mic, drop a like.
Yes.
The subscribes are infinite. They can be. You can get a like from it.
Take a hit from it.
Take
Or
a
you
hit
could
from
just
it.
hang out with us, just hanging out, like
Hang
with
out,
the
drop a like.
barbecues.
Yo, subscribe.
just hang out.
Where's
with
where's
us.
all our homies at?
Yo, don't,
I say that?
Don't go to hell for snuffing Jesus. Just
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Pray.
Don't do
Don't
that.
go to hell for snubbing us and not
Say your
subbing.
prayers.
Yeah, snuff Lucifer, not Jesus.
Amen.
All right, peace.
Peace.